Survedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Okay, verse number 468, please. Nirgunam Nishkalam Sukshmam Nirvikalpam Niranjanam Ekamevadvayam Brahma Nihananasti Kinchana Anirupya Swarupam Mate Mano Vachamagocharam Ekamevadvayam Brahma Nehananasti Kinchana Satsamruddham Swatasiddham Shuddham Buddham Manidrusham Ekamevadvayam Brahma Nehananasti Kinchana Nirgunam Nishkalam Sukshmam Nirvikalpam Niranjanam Ekamevadvayam Brahma Nehananasti Kinchana Anirupya Swarupam Yate Mano Vachamagocharam Ekamevaksharam Brahma Dvaya Nehananasti Kinchana Satsamruddham Swatasiddham Shuddham Buddham Manidrusham Ekamevadvayam Brahma Nehananasti Kinchana. So this is the avastha or the condition of a living liberated person, Jivan Mukta. Living liberated. Living because the body is alive, existing. The sense organs continue to perceive. There is interaction with the world. Thoughts are taking place. Memories are used. But free because he is aware of himself and no more affected by the hundreds or thousands of roles that he takes every moment or every day of the life. Every thought becomes a role. Every condition of the body becomes a role. I hope you see it very clearly. Summer comes. Along with summer comes the heat of the day. Body, the skin, being the sense organ, reports the heat. The mind reports it, and you are conscious of the heat of the summer. That is perception you are conscious of. Ignorance is, I am hot. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know why it is so hot. Why should you know why it is so hot? Are you getting that habit? Just take one example, which is natural conditions prevail. There is a cyclone, low pressure, heavy rain coming. So now you are walking down, the rain comes on the body, it becomes wet. Oh, I feel wet now. You are conscious. Now the body is wet. Yeah, you can give as a statement that body is wet or I feel wet also, doesn't matter. But you don't take it for real. Just like while acting out a play, the role of the hunger of the role, you have to enact. Oh, you are very hungry. You are fully loaded. Before you appear in the stage, you have taken full lunch. You are fully loaded, there is no hunger. But you are acting as though you have not eaten for last 10 days. How do you act? Fully loaded, huh? There is no touch of hunger, but you are pretending to be hungry. This is acting. Same thing here. Totally immortal. There is no totally and partially immortal. Always immortal. You are immortal. I see myself as I am. But acting out the changing body, changing roles, changing thought, everything as it is. So the conditions of the body or the prevailing nature doesn't frighten you. You want to do something about it, do it. Nothing wrong. But at no time your mood changes because of the changing moods of the nature. At no time your mood changes because the body is growing, aging, because you are eternally young. Absolutely. As the mother, when you worship, you say Nitya Shodasi. The mother is eternally 16. She is always young, beautiful. The truth is always young, graceful, beautiful, because there is nothing, no age can touch it, nothing can affect it. Jivan Mukti Avastha. And that time you are totally aware of yourself. And what is that you are aware of? So many verses you have seen. Again and again is repeated so that you get a hang of it. Not that because of the greater number of repetition, the truth becoming greater. The truth is not becoming greater or the truth is not revealed more. You become more and more used to this knowledge. Just like, the language that you use always by habit. You are traveling towards Madras. As you are traveling towards Madras, then what is the language you use? Oh, Madras is coming nearer, Madras is coming nearer. Madras is coming nearer. When does Madras move? The place is exactly same place. Madras is not coming nearer. You are moving nearer. So when people say, Swamiji, as I have been listening to classes, the truth is becoming clearer. You are stupid. Truth doesn't become clearer. Truth is always clear. Your mind becomes clearer. That is why you study again and again. Not that the truth is becoming clearer. I mean, it's a silly statements people give. Truth is not become clearer. Truth is eternally clear. That is yourself. But what is becoming clearer is your conditionings disappearing, wrong ideas losing their hold. Previously I was thinking I am the body, now I know, it's a stupid silly statement, I can't be the body. Because when body doesn't say it is me, why should I say I am the body? Bas. So that becoming clearer. That is why certain ideas hit you after 10 classes. Certain ideas hit you after 2 months. After 1 year also, hey, that's very good. Swamiji, you never told this point? Yes, that's true. I never told this point. It's not that I never told. I'm telling the same nonsense or senseless or sensible thing for the last 1 year, 2 years. But today, in your skull, it exploded. So, what to do? Thick skull. Because the ideas are so tight in the head. Some people don't just receive it. But then certain times it happens, just like a joke. You listen to a joke, everybody laughs, but you don't smile because somehow you didn't get it. I say, okay. Then when you are bathing, it hits your head. Then suddenly you are laughing in the bathroom. Such a late realization. It happens. You are cheated in the shop, but that time you don't recognize. After coming back home, suddenly the mind starts calculating, hey, he cheated the money. You are recognizing late. He has already taken it 3 days before. Always happens. Please appreciate that is human mind. So the clarity comes, the repetition is not for the greater reality. Repetition is because of the greater clarity in the part of the student. The person listens to it again and again. And the teacher doesn't mind repeating it 1,000,000 times because anyway it's a revelry. It's a continuous revelry. Because same thing, whether this word, nirgunam, niskalam, sukshmam, nirvikar, niranjana, these words have gone 100 times before. So, always the teacher, if he sees the truth as it is, all the time it is with word, without word, he is with himself. Now for the student's sake, it is repeating. And the student should see it clearly. Nirgunam. There is no guna of any kind. No guna of any kind. That is why, please understand, when you say nirguna, please appreciate. Don't say only, I don't have bad qualities. Listen carefully. Because people say, Swamiji, I am still angry. Everybody complains that one because he wants to confess or accept that I am angry. I should not be angry. But not many people recognize that you consider yourself brilliant. And that is a huge arrogance. That part nobody talks about. That you don't tell others, I am a very kind person. That also can bring you arrogance. Are you getting that point? So when you say nirgunam, not only durgunam, but also sugunam. Rande free. You are free from both. Free from bad. You are free from the identification, not only with the wrong emotions, but also right emotions. Nirgunam. Totally free from both. Because it is very easy to get out of the anger. Because not many people like the anger. But kindness becomes your weakness. Sort of jealousy you are tired of. But accepting other people is a very good quality. So then you start trumpeting your good qualities to everybody. I am very tolerant. You are so tolerant that you become intolerant of other people's intolerance. How, it can catch you. I am a very tolerant person. I accept everybody's intolerance, or I cannot accept somebody's intolerance. So you are intolerant about the intolerance of other person. So are you tolerant? It's very, 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 very subtle. Very subtle. Unknowingly, unconsciously, you can get into a trap. So everything must be very conscious. Whether your activity out of kindness or your activity out of anger, hatred, by chance these emotions come up, both you are conscious. Because yourself, nirgunam, no guna whatsoever. That is why when you close your eyes and you sit down, it is so easy to be yourself because you don't identify with either good or bad. Whatever memory comes, let it come. And you are not there to let it come or go. That is another stupid statement. Let it come. Who are you to let it come? Swamiji, many people ask that question. Swamiji, when I am in meditation, shall I let go my thought? Who are you to let go? If you don't let go, will it not go? It comes by itself, goes by itself. Who are you to let go? These unconscious statements. Are you getting that point? Very, very clear. Like this one bothering me continuously. That little flies. Continuously coming and going. Now suppose I concentrate on that. Can I talk? So let it go. There is a fan moving there. That is ineffective because it is guarding him from behind my back. So it doesn't reach him. Right. So once in a while my hand is doing that. Let it do. So this hand is, what is the hand's job? Hand is not speaking. Is the hand speaking? The hand is not speaking. Mouth is speaking. So let the mouth do his job. Let the hand also do his job. Doesn't matter. You're conscious. Totally everything as it is. Same thing also thoughts. You are being with yourself. The thought is like the flies will coming up and down. And the thought of these flies, they have got a stupid tendency. They will try to get into eyes. And the fly will come and sit on your nose. They have their perching position. So you feel, feeling very uncomfortable. But then that is what they are. What do? The fly is flying. Is it just flying or is it flying to torture me? It's just flying. The fly doesn't know that I am inconvenienced. It is just flying. Maybe there is, the eyes, eyebrows and all these things. You want to sit down there just like in animals. Maybe some sweat, something somewhere. So the little fly is coming for that. So what is my question of telling, let it fly? What is it, let it fly? It's very, very subtle. So much so, you laugh at yourself. Who I am, I don't have to even let go or let come. Let me be me, bas. Are you getting that point? Let me be me. Nirgunam, Nishkalam, no kala. No kala. Kala means, again, part. Nishkalam, no kala, no part of any kind. Body, thoughts, anything, no kala. No part of any kind. I am the absolute whole, infinity, purnam. And it is something sukshmam. Sukshmam because no sense organ can ever grasp it. Anything that is sthula, gross, the sense organs can grasp it. It is sukshmam. No sense organ can grasp it. Sukshmam. Nirvikalpam. Free from vikalpa. No duality of any kind, no modification of any kind. Vikalpa varjitam. There is no modification of any kind. That is why sitting down in meditation, you don't have to worry about so many vikalpas are there. Arey, how does it matter? You are nirvikalpa. Vikalpas are there, what to do about it? Let it come, let it be there. This is where you unconsciously pick up a role of a meditator. You are nirvikalpa, understand? You don't have to repeat it. Nirvikalpoham, nirvikalpoham. If you say nirvikalpoham, I am the nirvikalpa, it makes a savikalpa. It's like telling, silence, silence, silence is necessary. Is it necessary? The moment you say silence, 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 are you? You are making noise. What is the idea of repeating silence, silence, silence? I am quiet, I am quiet. If suppose a person goes on repeating, I am quiet, I am quiet. Now what shall you say? Nuts, isn't it? To be quiet, what should you say? Beautiful. This is like a, very subtle question. To be quiet, what should you say? Sing a song, do something. Howl like a jackal, do something. Howl like a monkey, do something. Be quiet. Can you say difficult? Huh? Be quiet? Very difficult. Howl like a monkey? Oh, very easy. Easy. You can't howl like a monkey or a tiger or anything. With that you have to really train yourself. But to be quiet, what do you do? It is necessary to speak. Nirvikalpa Swamiji, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, very difficult. Right? Nirvikalpa Samadhi, difficult. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the easiest thing. Just be. How can I be? Only thoughts are coming. Listen, this is the habitual question. Because you don't have an insight into it. Before asking, you should think of it. How can I be? Nirvikalpa, when the thoughts are coming, now your preoccupation or your attention should be on yourself or what thoughts are coming. Example, do you see this flower? Do you see these pigs? Do you see this book? This is Vikalpa. One book, gone, comes your flower, gone, comes this pigs, gone, Vikalpa. What about eyes? Relatively, eyes are not an object. Objects are differentiated. Difference in object, there are different objects, but eyes are undifferentiated. Are you getting this? Is an example. Because eye is also changing continuously. Andhatva, mandatva, patutva, dharma. Brilliant eyesight, dull eyesight, blind. By what you see? Mind. Mind is all thoughts. Now a thought comes, vikalpa. What are thoughts? Flower thought, book thought, man's thought, woman's thought, childhood thought, school thought. So many thoughts are coming, vikalpas. Yourself, nirvikalpa. For a vikalpa, you have to wait. For nirvikalpa, should you wait? Do you understand the point? See, why people find it very difficult? Because nirvikalpa samadhi, you talk as though it is something impossible. You have to dig a hole, sit down on 60 feet ground, buried for half an hour or 1 year, then only. And if the mosquito, what mosquito comes? If until comes, you should not know. Mosquito biting, if you are knowing, means you are not nirvikalpa. Who said that? You are nirvikalpa, understand. Who you are is free from modification. Modifications happening within you makes no difference. When you choose to act on the thought, that is living. When you choose not to act on your thought, that's your being. Simple. Do you understand the statement? When you choose to act on your thought, at the level of your body, express yourself in the world, living a life. When you choose not to act on a thought, it's your being. You are with yourself. Thoughts are, let them come. At this moment, I am not expressing it at the level of my sense organ to express myself into the world outside. You understand that arrangement? It is so fantastic. It's all yours. You are a master. Everybody is a master, understand? Because everybody is the truth. Swarajya samrajya vibhuti resa. You saw that statement, huh? Swarajya samrajya vibhuti is the glory of your empire. While telling you that, I had explained to you. Each one is an empire. Emperor, empire undivided. How many emperors in this universe? Each one is the absolute truth. How nice. But no. So much conditionings. From the day one it has been told, by so many theologies, cultures, religions, secular sciences, you are an idiot, you are useless, there is no hope of happiness here, no hope of hope of satisfaction, contentment here. Life is misery, life is pain. This type of conditionings, when it been pushed into the head, people find it extremely difficult because you are listening to your conditioning. That's why to listen to the teaching, listen carefully, to listen to the teaching, for effective listening, you have to switch off your mind. Or else you will be listening to your voice. Because suppose you have been told, salt is very good. Salt is very good for food. Without salt there is no taste. Salt is the most thing. Now after 20 years, when the doctor tells you, salt is most dangerous thing. It will create blood pressure. Fight it. Very difficult. You know it is bad. That's what the doctor says. But you believe your 20 years of belief more than your doctor's revelation. That the sweet is going to kill you, diabetic, you can't believe. Because I have been eating for 30 years, nothing happened. How to believe that? You understand? This long-term belief system, which you have been listening to long time. Meditation means nothing is known, nothing is heard, nothing is seen. Person remains as it is. He doesn't know anything. Then he sees all the future, past, present. This type of miraculous ideas have been ingrained into the head. So the person finds it very difficult. Because it doesn't fit into your thought pattern. The truth being what it is, it will not fit into any thought pattern. Because it is everything yet nothing. It is with everything, with nothing. That is yourself. So when you say the thought is coming, what do I do? You don't worry about it. This I who is telling what shall I do, who is that? Be yourself, not be a questioner. Don't assume the role of a meditator, a questioner. But be yourself. So that is the nirvikalpam. Nirvikalpam, niranjanam, untainted. No anjanam is untainted. Untouched by any thought, any role, anything for that matter. That is ekameva dvayam brahma, one without a second. Nehanana asti kinchana. In fact, there is nothing many. Seeing this non-dual, singular, one without a second, you choose to enjoy the diversities of infinite kind. You know it is all pots, you know it's all clay, but enjoy 1,000 different pots. You know it's all only gold, but there is ornament shop. You know it's only stone, million sculptures. You know only one consciousness, infinite names and forms. Bas. Anirupya swarupam yad manovajam agocharam. This is anirupyam swarupam. What is nature? Anirupya. Cannot be fixed, decided. No nirupana yogyam, you can say that. Which you can't fix. Anirupya. You can't say this is how it is. Anirupyam. How is this one? The swarupam, incomparable. You cannot talk about it. Is it a thought? No. You can only say what all it is not. What all it is you have to be. Like silence. Simple example, silence. What is silence? Take the example. What is silence? Please describe. Come on. That is silence. Silence, huh? Think. What is silence? You can't say anything. What is silence? If you start, silence is shut up. Don't even try to talk. But you can say what all it is not. Silence is not the sound of this bird, the seven sisters, this Shiva howling, dog is, barking. It's not the river flowing. It's not the wind blowing. What all it is not? How many things? You can go on telling what it is not. Infinite, million descriptions. What it is? Who are you? To be yourself, you don't say anything. To say what all you are not, you can go on negative. Not the body, not the age, not the mind, not the thought, not the sense organ, not the memories, not. Then what it is? Understand? Anirupya swarupam. That is why Only when you are tired of describing, you understand what it is. As long as you take pleasure in scholarship, you find security in learning and scholarship, you will not understand it. Because who it is not the product of a statement, a thought, an idea, nothing. Anirupya Swarupam. At the same time, you have to study a lot to know, you don't have to study. You have to listen to a lot of description to know it cannot be described. It's like a poor man. If you say, riches are not everything in life, will you understand? To a poor man, if you say, riches are not everything in life, will he understand? Never. But when he is sufficiently rich, he will say, I was dreaming, if I become rich, I will solve all my problems. Now I am rich, I have got all problems compounded. It may take away hunger, thirst, insecurity in shelter and clothing, but it doesn't solve the problem. That time, he knows. But when he was poor, he would have told him, what will he say? Okay, you don't want to give me money, tell me that. But don't say riches don't solve the problem. He will be angry with you. If you say, I can give you money, but money doesn't solve the problem. So what's the idea? Then what shall he say? You don't want to give me, don't give me. But don't say money will not solve the problem. Because for him, that is the dream. Same thing. When you are uninformed, you have a hope. If I get all the information, to solve the problem. By studying, it will give all the description. No, you understand, you study to understand that this cannot be described, but you have to study. Because you know that it is something, the matters of thoughts. The problem is in life is not the body or the physical universe, it is the thinking which drives us crazy. So the thinking must change. That is why study, contemplate, see the truth of it. And we have seen all that. So anirupyam sarupam yat mano vacham agocharam. Neither the words can describe it, nor thoughts can comprehend it. Mano vak agocharam. Agocharam, unknown to vak, speech. No words can describe what it is. No thought can catch it. Why? Please understand. I told you already, who you are is not, cannot be an object of your memory. When you are experiencing something, that becomes object of your memory. Very simple statement. You go to a place, you go to a country, you go to a mountain, you go to some place, visit somebody, something, that becomes the object of your memory. Why? Because you perceive is away from you. Now thought is created and that thought becomes the memory. Why the thought is a memory? Because the object of thought is far away. Are you getting that? What is a memory? The memory is where the object of the thought is far away. Your house is a memory for you now. Okay, your home is a memory for you now. Why? The home is far away from the thought. Your thought reminds you something which is far away. Now this place, is it a memory for you? As you see, the place is. The thought is, the place is. So can this place, so where you are, can it be a memory? In time it is memory. 10 days back how it was. 15 days back how it was. Early morning how it was. That becomes a memory. But the place as it is a memory. Cannot be a memory because the thought is, object is. I thought is not a memory. When you say the word I, what it means, the consciousness. Where the thought is, there you are. Therefore, that is not memory. And if you say Nirgunam, Nirvikalpam, Niranjanam, thought is what it stands for, that also always is. That is why it's not a memory. That is why if you memorize the verse, understand the defect. When you memorize the verse, you are familiar with the name. So the verse becomes a memory. Truth is lost sight of. Are you getting that? You memorize the verse. So in examination you get first class. What is the verse that Shankara writes? Nirgunam, Niskalam, Niranjanam. You get 100 mark. But what does it mean? Nothing. Whereas who you are is not a memory. You don't need a thought to describe it, nor you need a word to be it. It's already yourself. But why do I use a word? Because as even words help us to remember. Understand? If you have not named it, you don't remember things. It's a very, all these things we have seen one way or the other different places, but please see, if you don't name, you won't remember. You go to my place, where I am staying. You see everything, come back. Then I ask you, somebody asks you, did you go to Swamiji's place? Yes, I went. Did you see sandalwood? Sandalwood? No. Look, if you stand in front of my house, there is a sandalwood tree. So can you say you saw the house and not the tree? You saw the tree, but it was not named for you. That is why you don't remember. Okay? But if you name it, you remember. And then that name will, that becomes a thought and will remind you of the place. Being with yourself, you are always there with yourself. But because it has not been named, you don't recognize it. That is why we name it special names. Atma, Brahma. Since it is named, you think you don't know it. Are you getting that point? It's a very peculiar thing. Because it is not named, you are not aware of it. Because it is named and you have not associated with it, therefore you think, I don't know. Do you see this flower? You see this flower? Huh? Then I ask you, Mandara dekhicha? Mandara. Have you seen Mandara? Then you say, no. This is Mandara. Because I gave it a name, you think you have not seen it. You have seen the flower. You understand the peculiarity. You have seen the flower. But because I gave it a name, you think you don't know it. Happiness, yourself, every moment you are experiencing it. I name it Brahman. Have you seen Brahman? No. Happiness? No. Because you don't name it. So you are always with yourself. Atma, Brahma, Chetana. But because it is named, you think you don't know it. That is why whatever has been named, you see through the name to go to the nameless, be the nameless. Okay? So, it's a beautiful play of words and thoughts and the whole perceptions, emotions, memories. Is such a fantastic life thereafter. Nothing becomes a load, you understand? Because why we as human beings become such a great blessing? We can use our memories, make permutation, combination of memories and create new things. Why the animals cannot? They don't have that capacity to play with their memories. Without memories, can you function? Think, can you function? Why advancement means what? Where the last generation stopped, from there you go ahead. So all that they have thought, you don't have to think it again. You pick it up straight there. Then from there you advance. So it is a collective memory which is advancing. Don't say, I am the only one. That is why nobody must take credit. It's what they have, what the last generation has thought, I go straight there. Then I continue with it. So it's such a beautiful blessing. See this truth, see this reality for yourself. Understand? Unfortunately, when the science is continuously progressing, the religious beliefs are static. Most religious beliefs are static. Theologies are, all these exclusive, especially exclusive religious beliefs are very, very static. This and not more. Nobody must question. What is this? You want to grow? You have to go crazy. Challenge everything, question everything. But if you say certain books cannot be challenged, a person cannot be challenged, a thought cannot be challenged, where is the growth? Please appreciate. You have to see it very clearly. Okay, I have been told this. Next one. So this is Sat Samruddham Swatas Siddham Shuddham Buddham Anidrusham. It is Sat Samruddham, very prosperous, very well. The existing, which is ever existing in its own glory. Swatasiddham, self-revealing. It doesn't depend upon somebody else to reveal it. That simple thing you take word, Swatasiddham. It is self-revealing. To see, you open your eyes. To be conscious, what should you open where? To hear, you have to direct your attention. You have to direct your attention to your ear. To be conscious, what should you direct where? Walk. You have to get up and walk. To be conscious, can you say, lying down, let me get up? Can you say that? No, I'm sitting down, let me close my eyes, then only I will be conscious. To be conscious, should you lie down? Should you get up? Should you walk? Should you run? Should you open your eyes? Close your eyes. What should you do? Come on. That is why people who are practice-oriented, they don't know what to do. Because their credit is gone. Because everybody wants to take the credit. Oh, I did it, I worked hard, then only I got it. But for this, you don't have to do anything. The ahankar, the I thought, doesn't know where to take the credit. That is why for people who are action-oriented, practice-oriented, they find it extremely difficult to be themselves because there is nothing to do. So the person feels helpless. Then what should I do? Nothing. To be conscious, what should you do? Swatasiddham. Wait for the morning. Summertime, midnight consciousness manifest. Is it like that? Any time, any place, Himalayas, Gangotri only. Hey, why people go to Gangotri? Ask him. He might be going there to see something, but not to be conscious. Why do you go anywhere? You have some work, you go. To be enlightened, where should you go? Formally, outwardly, go to a teacher. Inwardly, nowhere. Are you getting that? To be awakened, to be conscious, outwardly go to a teacher. And where is the teacher? Anywhere. Wherever the teacher is. In a metropolis, megalopolis, small village, cave, under a tree, underground, doesn't matter. Wherever the teacher is, because the person can point it out to you. Inwardly, where do you travel? Nowhere. Neither you have to dismiss a memory, nor contain a memory, maintain a memory. Ishvara, you see, becomes so beautiful. Your life as such is fantastic. It doesn't need any change. Please appreciate. You feel so blessed. Yes, nothing needs to be changed. When people go on telling, I have turned a new leaf, those are all beautiful lies, trying to impress somebody. I was doing all these things, now I become very nice. Just wait for another 6 months. You'll do the same thing without telling you. Please understand. Being yourself does not mean all thoughts changed. No. All your memories shall remain. Previously you were helplessly using it. Now you choose to use or not to use. Previously there is a conflict, Hamletian conflict, to be or not to be, to do or not to do, to think or not to think. Now, to do and not to do, to think and not to think, everything my choice. Because I am myself. See the beauty of this. So, Swatasiddham, self-revealing. Shuddham, Buddham, Anidrusham, Shuddham, pure, absolutely pure, untainted. When you say pure milk, there is nothing other than milk. When you say pure water, there is nothing other than water. There is no mix-up. When you say pure Shuddha Chaitanyam, pure consciousness, there is nothing other than it. Buddham, awaken to it. That is the awareness. Anidrusham, na idrusam, there is nothing like it. Idrusam, na. How is the consciousness? Like the flower? No, no comparison. Because there is nothing like it. You can't compare. Anidrusam. You can't say this is like this. Okay, you can say, suppose this is like a silence, certain aspect. This silence doesn't exist for you in your dream. Like the sound doesn't exist for your dream. So waking silence, waking dream. Whereas this is available in waking, dream, deep sleep. Consciousness yourself. So certain examples you give to fit into some characteristics, but nothing like it. That's why an example. Example is an example. Like when you say, have you seen tiger? Never. Have you seen a cat? Yes. So cat. The tiger is like a cat. What does it mean? The tiger is like a cat means certain similarities. Suppose the cat is exactly like a tiger. Is a cat or a tiger? If the cat is exactly like a tiger, is it a cat anymore? So if the example also, Drishtanta, is like the Ashtanta, if the example is exactly like what it is trying to explain, then it's an example, it's the thing. So certain aspects. Anyway, ultimately, Anidrusham, nothing can describe it. That is your self. And what it is? Something. Ekameva dvitiyam brahmane ananasti kinchana. One without a second. There is nothing. Many. Having told, now he says, so read that. The teacher says, Nirastaraga vinirasta bhoga Shanta sudanta yatayo mahantah Vijñāya tattvam parametadante Prapya param nivrutimātma-yogat prapta nirastaraga vinirasta-bhoga Shanta Suddhanta Yatayo Mahantaha Vijñāya tattvam parametadante Prapta param nivrutimātma-yogat Right. So, this is the fulfillment. So this is the truth already described. This is those who are nirasta raga vinirasta vyoga shanta ma santa sudanta yataya mahanta tattvam vijñāya ante param prapta atma yogat nivrittim param prapta. Such people, those who are nirasta raga vinirasta bhoga shanto sudanto yataya mahanta. These are the people. This is the person. They are not describing a group of people. That person who is shanta samanyuta. Shanta sama. Yama, samadama paramayusa sama. Shanta samanyuta. One who was manonigraha, totally aware of his mind, thoughts. Sudanta, Dhamma also. Aware of his thoughts, and as a result, sense organs of action, are completely under his willful, deliberate choice to move. No more organs of action, sense organs function as they like. Please understand, sense organs you cannot prevent from seeing, hearing. Listen carefully. You cannot prevent your sense organs from doing their job. There is a cracker. Can you stop from hearing? After hearing only you shall say, I will not hear again. But can you stop from hearing? Spring breeze comes, cool breeze. Can you stop from doing that? Oh, it's too good. Once you feel it, already feel, then you say, oh, I don't want it, I go inside. You can do that. But you cannot stop it. Breathing, at least other things you can cover up, but breathing, what is your choice in smelling something? Whether it is something fragrant or something stinky. What are your choices? No choices. Because you have to breathe to keep yourself alive. And with the breath, the fragrance will come, the stink will come. What are your choices? So sense organ, understand, sense perception, you have no choice. But expressing yourself into the world through your organ of action, you have a choice. That's a huge thing. Do you understand? Somebody says, hey, you rascal, or what a wonderful you are. These two statements, can you escape? Can you escape? Because you are walking and somebody calls you, oh, you rogue, you rascal, you fool, you stupid, or how nice you are, how kind you are. Can you escape it? No. But after you listen, somebody says, you rascal, Then organ of speech. Vak, Pani, Pada, Pai, Upastha. The 5 organs of action. Organ of speech. To retaliate or not to retaliate must be your choice. Shall I kick? Shall I slap? Are you getting that point? All these organs of action activity. Appreciate. Ignorant man reactions are instantaneous. Both will listen. Wise man listens, while ignorant also listens, because ears are there to listen. But the reactions, when for somebody it is deliberate, for other person it is instantaneous, habitual. So to the extent it is instantaneous, habitual, to that extent you are in trouble. To the extent it is conscious, to that extent you are free. Are you getting that? So Suddhanta, we'll see tomorrow more of it. Suddhanta, Damanyuta, Samanyuta, Damanyuta. One with the Dhamma, or the organs of action level, is more important. Because what you think, nobody cares. How you act, everybody cares. Tell me, what impresses people? Your thinking or your living? It's not what you say, it's how you live. That is why advisors are not respected. A person can say, don't be angry. Who cannot say? Don't be upset. Who cannot say? Don't be jealous. Who cannot say? Don't be short-tempered. Who cannot say? The short-tempered fellow will advise you, don't be short-tempered. The smoking fellow will advise you not to smoke. How much you rely on it? You listen to it and nuts. Don't worry about it. What you think is important, but how you live is more important. How you live impresses people. What you think, other person can listen. It doesn't matter. How you live blesses you and blesses others. That's why Danta, Samannita, Sudanta, Shanta, Sudanta, Yatayaha, Mahanta, such people, knowing the truth, become free within themselves. All that has gone so far. Now teaching almost comes to an end. We shall see tomorrow. Okay? Close your eyes.